put a bus on that Mustang. I figured, oh, Happy New Year, number one. I wanted to do like a little New Year's cruise. Actually, I had this car torn apart for a little bit because I was going to replace the turbo with the GT35. However, it requires me to replace a lot more stuff than just the turbo. I'd have to completely change my manifold setup and everything just to run it. And to be honest with you, I'm not that committed to that turbo, so I'll probably return it and I'll just get a new refresh like GT30. Since mine does have a little bit of shaft play in it, but it's not too terrible. But yeah, in that video, I decided, yeah, whatever, let's go on a little cruise real quick, see how the car does, whatever. Last time I drove it, it was breaking up quite a bit, low RPM, it needed plugs, put plugs in it, gapped them out, took it out to drive, ran across a New Edge Mustang, little 2-valve 4.6, barely beat it, and the entire time I'm doing a pull, the car says, and I'm like, okay. All right, so I let off at like the top of fourth, I think, or whatever. I was just like, screw it. And now I need to figure out what's going on. So I came back to the house before I pulled it into the garage, and I checked the ignition timing was a little out, not too bad. It was on the retard side, so it wasn't pulling too much, thank God. But hold on, get you guys changed up here. Sorry, I'm doing this freehand right now. But then took it back out just to test it. Still not good. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm like, I don't know what it could possibly be, why this car is acting like this. Well, I think I got two reasons why it could possibly be acting like this. Number one, my feed line to the head for the LS VTEC setup is pinched like really bad. So I'm gonna replace that line. I also may need to do a valve adjustment because I've been beating on the car quite a bit just to check them out, make sure they're still in spec, and probably go ahead and replace the spark plug wires because I think I got, well, reasonably speaking, I got maybe a year on them, but I bought them like 3 seasons ago. And the creme de la, whatever the French say. Give me a moment. Let me get my hood all the way up here so I can stop holding it. And something told me to pull off the vacuum line for the fuel pressure regulator, and a crap ton of E85 came out of it. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, there's multiple problems going on right now that I need to address. So for now, they do offer rebuild kits for the AEM fuel pressure regulator, but I think actually I'll probably go with a remote setup, just get like air motive or something like that. I need to change a lot of the fueling in this car anyway. I have to put a fuel cell in it because once it gets below half a tank, since the sump doesn't have any baffling in it, the car hates its life. So I'll just put a fuel cell in the back or whatever. And yeah, I guess I just consider this a bunch of maintenance, and I really need to do the clutch eventually. My throwout bearings make a crap ton of noise. But yeah, so there's that. I do apologize that, you know, I didn't gap the living crap out that 4.6 Mustang. It almost feels like this was a waste of money. I pulled as much as, I would say, like a good running all motor, you know, cam, big header, big intake, like LSV type would. So, and that might be, if they're lucky, about 220 wheel horsepower. I am down quite a bit. The car, I hit it in second, didn't spin. Hit it in first, it spun a little bit. And I was like, okay, yeah, something's not right. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so also, we are going to swap out the injectors. I got the 100 injectors, are a lot bigger. That means I can make more power off of them. Like I said, unfortunately, I can't run a GT35. But honestly, I think the GT30 should work for this car, for the power goal other car, which is right at 500 wheel. If I can turn the boost up a little bit, add some more fuel, that should be able to get us to 500 wheel after I figure out what the hell is going on with this thing. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good New Year's. I didn't do anything. I'm old. I was in bed by 10 o'clock. But yeah, so I'll bring you guys back once I start doing more maintenance on this. We are on a little bit of a hold with the S2000. As you can see, I got it up a little bit higher. The transmission jacks is under there. The transmission's under there. The plate that I ordered, the adapter plate, is the wrong adapter plate. Well, it's right, but apparently it's one of the, I got it from an authorized dealer. I should have just bought it straight from whoever the hell I bought it from. Apparently some of the earlier ones had issues, so that might be old stock, and that might be why I'm having issues with getting the transmission in the car. With that also being said, I really think I'm just going to replace the flywheel, since that one has a couple of hairline cracks in it. So all said and done, I got to come out of pocket another about $800 just to get the transmission in the car. Not really pleased with it, but that's cars, things happen. But since that's going to take a little bit, we're just going to do the little itty bitty quick stuff on this just to get it back to where it should be. I disconnected my blow off valve. I actually think I'm going to delete it altogether. Reason being is because I like the way the turbo sounds, and I got an anti-surge housing, so I may as well use anti-surge, like use it for what it's intended for. And I don't really care too much about the $100 turbo anyway. So yeah, let's disconnect it. I'm probably going to cut out that section and just put a what they call yeah, one of those things right there that I have in that box, coupler. There we go, words on there. And we'll just continue running, you know, no blow off valve. But yeah, so that is a quick little update on what's going on. I still plan on having the S2000 done by like April, but I spent all day trying to put that transmission in yesterday, literally all day, which is why I didn't go out, because I was too frustrated to even attempt to enjoy myself. And it just kind of, you know, just put me in a bad headspace. And I don't like touching my cars when I'm in a bad headspace. And I barely wanted to touch this today, but I really wanted to drive something other than the GTI. So now I need to do a lot more work. Well, yeah, like I said, we'll handle this quick stuff with the Integra. Nothing special. Also, I took the traction bar off, and the car rides so much better. God, the traction bar sucked. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I'll bring you guys back some more Integra content, because everything we're doing is going to be cheap, quick, and hopefully by starts like April is when import face-off is in St. Louis. Hopefully we could be about high, because we're about well, we should be at like 400 horsepower right now. But if we can get high 4s, low 5s on a good tire, let's see if we can get this thing into the 10s, like even if it's lightly into the 10s, like if it's running 10.8s, 10.9s, I'll be okay with it being a 10-second street car. It does not need to be any faster than that. And yeah, so once again, hope you guys have a good New Year's. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Probably be later this week. I'm gonna go ahead and order the stuff I need for the Integra right now, and we'll get to replacing some things, and I'll bring you guys in once those parts come in, and we'll get to it. Peace.